Hey everyone, Paul Johnson, Waconia, Minnesota, and the Laughing Trout Fly Tying Club. Today I'm going to be tying the X-Caddis, just another variation of an Elk Hair Caddis. This one was designed by Craig Matthews at Blue Ribbon Flies in West Yellowstone. The idea with this one is it's kind of an emerging caddis, and it's going to ride a little bit lower in the water column than a standard Elk Hair Caddis. So the big difference is it's got a shuck. So this is a Antron shuck. It does have I did tie this one with a tan superfine body, and then just a standard Elk Hair wing like we would on a standard Elk Hair Caddis. Again, just a little bit different profile than a standard Elk Hair Caddis. So let's get started. I've got a standard length size 16 dry fly hook. For thread, I'm going to be using Uni 8/0 in tan. I'm going to start my tying thread about the 3/4 point on the hook. Clip off the excess. And then I have a kind of a tan Antron yarn, and it's about, maybe it comes on a spool. It's maybe about a half of cord that came off of there. So I thinned it down a little bit from what it came off of the spool. So we'll tie that in right on top of the hook shank. Clip off that in the front, and then we're going to trim this about a hook length. All right, now thread back to the back of the hook. I got some tan superfine dubbing, and when you're dubbing this fly, be very sparse with your dubbing, because you've already built up a reasonably big body by having that Antron yarn in there. So you got that as the underbody. So we're just going to give this a little bit of a color. And you could do tan like I'm doing here. You could do maybe a rust color or a gray color. So right up to that 3/4 point. Now I've taken a clump of elk hair, cleaned it up real good, stacked it. Certainly can use deer hair. I think the original pattern did have deer hair. So we want this elk hair to come just to the bend of the hook. Come in, I'm going to make 2 loose wraps and then pull tight. Come around and make 4 or 5 more tight wraps of thread. Now I'm going to lift about 1/3 of that bundle of hair, make a tight wrap, lift 1/3 again, 1 more 1/3, and I'm going to come underneath a couple wraps around the bare hook, gather that all up, and I'm going to come back to where I originally tied that elk hair in, 2 good wraps, and again come back underneath and try to pull all of that hair together. Now come in with a whip finish tool. Thread broke right at the right time. Then I'll just come in here and gather all those butt ends, clip that off like we would any standard Elk Hair Caddis. Pull that up so you can see the body. So there we go. A couple here we can trim out. X-Caddis. Thanks for watching.